This is the revolution. Montage! Okay, so that was the revolution. Now let's go back to the beginning. It's 1765 in colonial America. Britain is just 2 years out of the French and Indian War and needed a way to pay off their debts. The British looked to the colonies as a way to make money. They introduced the Stamp Act, which led to several boycotts and protests. Dude,
George the Third.
Not my kid.
More like George the
Don't buy
Third.
stamps. Don't buy stamps.
Don't buy stamps!
I'll make my own stamps.
Y'all
Don't buy
George
them.
the
Dude,
Third.
what are you doing?
What's
What
she
are you
doing?
doing?
I was just gonna buy my stamps like I do all the time.
Why would you do that? Have you
Well,
not
what's the
seen?
big deal?
He
These
plays
taxes
Yeah.
are crazy.
They're insane.
These taxes just
It's
tax
unfair.
everything.
You know what? You're right.
Here.
Here you go.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, George! Don't buy stamps! Yeah!
By 1766, the Stamp Act was repealed, but that wasn't the end. In 1767, the Townshend Acts were passed, which placed taxes on lead, paper, glass, paint, and most importantly, my tea. In 1770, British soldiers fired on a group of protesters, killing 5 people. It was the first death in the Revolution.
Pew, pew, pew! Pew, pew, pew! Pew, pew, pew! Pew, pew! Pew, pew! Pew, pew, pew! Pew, 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 pew!
After that, all of the Townshend Acts were repealed except for tea. In response, the Patriots disguised as Amerindians and dumped gallons of tea into the Boston Harbor. This became known as the Boston Tea Party. A militia met the British in Lexington, but they were extremely outnumbered. The first real shot of the war was fired. The British won the war, but using guerrilla warfare, the colonists successfully drove the British back to Boston.
What?
You know what? In response, in 1775, the British ordered a secret attack on the colony's militia supplies in Concord. Some of the colonists got word, so Paul Revere, Samuel Prescott, and William Dawes warned the other colonists to get ready.
The British are coming! The British are coming! Yeah!
In 1776, the Continental Congress met to sign the Declaration of Independence, whose primary author was Thomas Jefferson. The war had officially begun. The colonists asked France for help defeating the British, but France said the colonists needed to prove they could win on their own first. Saratoga was the turning point of the war when the colonists proved they could win.
There they are.
Where are they?
The French sent aid to the colonists, and by 1781, in the Battle of Yorktown, the British were cornered and surrendered.
Oh my god!
Surrender! Yeah!
Okay. Can you let me go?
Yeah.
No.
Ah! Okay.
Surrender.
surrender.
In 1783, the Treaty of Paris of 1783 was signed officially, ending the war and granting the 13 colonies their freedom. Woo!
Here's your freedom. Guess the war's over. Sign here.
Brought to you courtesy of the red, white, and blue.
That was the American Revolution.
And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her.
Thanks for watching. And not 19. D. All of these were repealed except for T, which made people like gallons of tea.
I really love in this background. Hold on, let me spice that up.
And don't sit like that. It looks good. Like Concord, not Lancord. My bad.
Approaching enemy lines.
I'm shaking my head. I'm locking the gates.
Acting 101.
This is why we can't have nice.
Colonists successfully drove the bridge back to Boston. The colonists needed to bring back Christmas.